Good morning. Welcome to Whose Line Is It Anyway, where points are awarded but score doesn't matter. I'll be your host. How are y'all doing this morning? Oh no, it's Mike, Captain. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. I forgot to roll the intro. You guys want me to roll the intro? I should roll the intro, right? Let's roll the intro. Welcome back. So, a few things that I learned yesterday. I'm going to share them with you. When your machine goes from working to not working, there's probably a change somewhere. There's two things that I found. Number one, this had been squished, and although it looks fine, the inside diameter, because it's only 2 millimeters, was restricting the filament. Certain filaments more abrasive than others, such as white, kept getting stuck in there, and then it kept failing to unload, and that's because the little lever arm was broken and wasn't actually cutting the filament, so it wasn't retracting it far enough out. I was like, why is this thing not getting past the extruder gears? It's because of this arm. So we reprinted the arm in PPS-CF for the cutting arm. I did the entire thing, but I think I'm going to need to work on my PPS-CF profile a little bit. The tolerances on this cutter are really tight as is. So, it was just not quite where it needed to be. Maybe adjust shrinkage on this or something. Hopefully that is not bode ill for all the other crap I have printed for this printer. That made me worry. Havoc, how's it going, brother? But we're going to find out. We are going to find out. Also, when I changed cell service providers, the only thing that wouldn't go over from Verizon to AT&T, I switched from Verizon to AT&T because they offered me a plan at half the price and included insurance and everything like that for all my devices. And their insurance, I don't know if it's the same way for regular insurance, but on a business account, which because of this YouTube channel, they like come to you to fix your stuff. Your screen breaks, they send somebody out to you that day to fix your screen. Your phone breaks, they send somebody to you with a new phone. Interesting. Anyway, so I got her a new iPad on AT&T. It's like, I don't know, $10 a month or some shit. So I've inherited yet another iPad. This makes 3 for me. It would be 4, but I gave one to the old lady. I keep on ending up with iPads. But that's okay. So now I got one for both streaming setups. One streaming setup that doesn't exist quite yet. And then found out your digital calipers are 0.0083 millimeters off yesterday. Well, Captain, I think that's within the margin of error on most calipers. Gonna set this up without another device. Yeah, I think 0.001 is the margin of error on most calipers. Oh. Okay. Sorry. I didn't get it. Flew over my head. So, am I an adult? I am an adult. What they tell me anyway. All right, let's set this up. No, no, no. Okay. No. Oh, no, no, no. G. Oh, shut up. I don't like Touch ID. I much prefer Face ID. Yes, yes, yes. Dumb bastard. Oh. How many times must I finger the iPad? Set up in settings later. You need to stock up on motivation. I learned I need to stock up on M5 by 0. I think I've only got one. Oh, nice. Surprise projects are always fun. Oh, you mother. Oh. There we go. I think it's setting up the iPad. Agree. Excellent. Hopefully it just sits there and continues to do that. You have a peanut butter to get the boards finished and redone, but I watched shorts and it played MTG with my kid all day yesterday. Played Magic the Gathering. I used to play Magic the Gathering. Oh, a Pandora's box. It's like, you're really happy about that peanut butter and jelly sandwich over there. Nerds, all of us. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Hey, I played Magic the Gathering from let's see. '96 to whenever the end of Mass Block, the end of Marcadian Mask. But I played Pro Tour. I actually got invited to Worlds in Berlin. I couldn't go. That's okay. Let's just say I made more money playing Magic the Gathering than I have at any other job. All right. Let's get to it, shall we? I did take the I went ahead and finished the skirts out on this thing. And yeah, so I finished the skirts. Let's try to print these chips again. See what happens. So now we're just on to the gantry. So we need to undo that. Yeah, couldn't make a lot of content today. People are extremely sensitive. All right, so this new gantry, this drag chain is going to move from in front of the gantry to behind the gantry. So we got to undo some parts. So this has to come out. And there's a wire running through it, so that's always going to be a good time. So we need to cut this to get the wire out. Spaceballs. I saw Spaceballs once. I was extremely young and I don't remember most of it. So we do have a part to replace that. It's this part right here, which uses a completely different setup. So I need to get that rolling nut out. Yeah, I know. I need to watch it again. I don't think I've ever seen Blazing Saddles. Oh, I know they're classics. I just haven't watched it. All right. I need to bolt these to all the nope. My problem with movies is always that I just don't have any time. I mean, I guess I could just not stream in the morning and watch movies instead, but also it's kind of painful to stay seated for that long. have it on in the background. I can't have it on in the background during a stream. Seems like a copyright strike waiting to happen. Could do that. Not a terrible idea. Maybe once we get the new streaming PC built, I can use my AirPods to connect back to the Mac and have it playing over there or something. How is that bone conduction? I've always wanted to try that out, but there's very few products available on the market that have it. I want to get like a pair of safety glasses that has it built into like behind you, the part that goes behind your ear on your safety glasses. And the rest of it look very inconspicuous. That way I can listen to music at work. I don't have headphones in. I don't know what you're talking about. All right. $30. I'm half tempted to reprint this Nevermore in like multicolor and like do the Nevermore logo in red or something like that. Problem is it prints this way. If it printed up and down, that'd be better. Less filament swaps. Yay, it made it to the Toolhead. All right. Tech Jeeper. Good morning, sir. Long time no see. How's the iPad coming along? Add this card later, add this card later, add this card later. Add later. Not pulling out my wallet to enter a whole bunch of CVV numbers. Morning, Poity. How's things in your world?
The colors of the sky fade with the setting sun as the stars begin to shine through the clear night.
Yeah. Shut up. Siri, how's the weather? Hey, Siri, send a message. Siri, set a timer for 3 minutes. Hey, Siri, get directions home. Siri, play some music. Update to iPad OS beta. All right. Oh, God. I hate Excel. They have got to come up with some sort of better freaking spreadsheet program. Is this the right line? This is not the right line. That's the right one. Get out of there. All right. Havoc, so I know there's some better spreadsheet programs, but I need businesses by and large to switch to them. Number one, Microsoft Office 365 is the absolute fucking worst. Microsoft Teams, terrible. I hate that whole new Microsoft ecosystem. I'm going to be honest. My computer's nonstop asking me to back up to Microsoft Cloud, OneDrive, and sign up for 365, even though I tell it I don't fucking want to when I buy a computer. And then every time there's a Windows update, it asks me again. because it undoes the settings that you put in there, telling it you don't want it, is a decent amount of the reason why I decided that when I bought this new computer, I was going to go with the Mac Mini. And guess what? All those Office programs that you got to pay extra for on Windows are just free on Mac. PowerPoint, Apple equivalent free. Excel, Apple equivalent free. Word, Apple equivalent free. Like, why? Why are we jammed over here? And why are we charging people just, I don't know. Because they can make a crap ton of money off of businesses. What did you do wrong? This thing is starting to piss me off. All right. What the hell? Toolhead runout detection. All right, what are you doing? Uh, Yeah, Google's free. Yeah, it's retarded. Toolhead run out detection by Toolhead. Upstream sensor still detect. Please clear the jam and reload filament manually, then resume print. What was it trying to load? I don't know what it was trying to do. Set this back to 220. Very slowly so it doesn't error out for something. $25. 3D Medic Vince, how's it going? 220. All right. I think the first color it printed with yesterday was lane 2. So we'll just load that one in. Now it's going to heat back up again. Because it's a pain in the ass. All right. Shrimp Father, how's it going, sir? All right. 225 and go. 220 and go. Resume. Goodness gracious, man. This thing has given me fits ever since we changed everything out. I didn't do anything to it. Talking about the box turtle. All right. That's installed. Now let's get our gantry going. All right, we're gonna need to switch out one of these. Yep. All right. So we need to swap from an M5 to an M3 nut here. No big deal. Then we're going to install our beefy front idler setup. Okay. This one goes there. And this one goes here. Again, we're gonna have to swap this top one from an M5 to an M3. All right. Let's figure out our bearings and everything for this. Let's go get our stepper motors. So we need the one that's got the gear going on the bottom. So that's the one that's still wrapped up. Good, good. That was dumb on my part. I took the whatchamacallit off of here, and I don't think I got the order written down for these wires anywhere. All right, so this one goes on there. Digital Dragon, welcome to the show. How are things in your world today, sir? So guys, if any of y'all know any good work from home jobs that I could apply for, y'all let me know. I don't know how much longer I can keep doing the job I'm doing. Meetings at work, meetings are the worst. Yikes. So I dropped a spring yesterday on the floor. I watched it fall, watched where it went, and then when I bent down to get it, it was no longer there. And I could not find it anywhere. All right, we're not going to torque these down quite yet. We still need one more anyway. Is this the right one? This is the right one. So this is a Voron 2.4 350. And the tool head is going to be the Annex Engineering Arch Type Blackbird. Is it armchair and not Annex? Thought it was Annex. Let me check. Because that would be really embarrassing. Yeah, it is armchair. That's embarrassing. Shame on me. My apologies to the armchair guys. This new gantry setup has a place to drop a bearing in there and then use some M3 flatheads to secure it in there for retaining the top of your motor shaft. I don't know if the bearing is going to be deep enough to reach that. I don't think so. But we've got one sitting here, so we'll put it in there and see. No, it doesn't quite reach it. But that's pretty nifty. It just drops down in there flush and then uses 3 M3 flathead screws to secure this bearing in there. I used the Trident to print them on. And I've printed some on the Doom Cube Micron as well. If you could get these flanged bearings that were longer, it would work for that motor. But if you have motors that are actually designed to have the shaft come up that high, you wouldn't have an issue at all. So that's a pretty neat little addition to these. Oh. All right, so let's get bearing stack installed in here. So we need 2 bearings and 2 shims. And also, it's best to drop your bearings on the floor before using them. Get you guys a view of what I'm doing down here. Would have probably been easier had I done this first. So that's probably the smarter way to go about this. Yikes. Oh, just take this completely apart. Freaking hands getting tired. bust out the electric screwdriver. Oh, come on. There we go. All right. Now we can put these screws in, assemble our bearing stacks, and go from there. All right. Shim, bearing, shim. Shim, bearing, two shims, two bearings, and a shim. One second, guys. All right, so this is interesting. This doesn't actually screw down, and I don't know why. All right. Like it's got an M5 hole to start, and then has like a M2 or M3 hole halfway through. Tap. What size drill bit are you? It's a 3mm. What size drill bit are you? 13/64. It would appear I do not have a 4.5 millimeter drill bit. Betty Ruxpin, how are you this morning, sir? All right, let's get out our calipers and see how close we can get without going over an SAE. It's 4 millimeters. 4.28. 4.67. 4.26 it is. Yeah, see, so it's this hole right here we're looking at. Starts out as an M5 hole and then ends up as like a M2.5 hole almost. I don't understand what's going on there. Unless it's for like a pin mod thing or something that I don't know about. But even if it is, I don't have the stuff for it. So, we're going to drill this out. Then we're going to put some M5 threads in it and call it a day. All right, there we go. Let's see how that works out. Damn it. All right, there we go. Good, 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 good. Put this back on here. All right. There's that. That. This is going to go in here. Like such. We'll get another bite of my breakfast bar. Jesus, that was a way bigger bite than I wanted. So again, we're gonna have to drill and tap this on the other side too. Like I said, I'm not entirely sure what the plan was on this. What's supposed to go in there. So all right, now go to screws. Shim. Bearing shim. There's a shim. Now we need 2 more. There they are. Ugh. All right. I don't know how much confidence I have that that's not going to back out of there. Because it's only got like 1.5 millimeters of thread that it's grabbing onto. I kind of want to take and put some epoxy in there or something. All right. Opinions for y'all in chat. JB Weld Plastic Bond Epoxy or E6000? High strength structural adhesive. I'm kind of leaning towards this. Nobody in chat with opinions today. JB Weld always. Everybody's kind of quiet this morning. I guess it is a Monday. Nobody likes Mondays. Ugh. Seeing JB Weld seen better days. Jeez. Might be time for another one. A new one. A better one. Whoa, that was way more than I needed. It exploded. All right. There's that one. We're gonna come over here and do the same thing to this one. This one grabbed better. All right. That says 15 minutes. So we'll give it a few minutes to set up. And while it does, we'll work on getting some other stuff done. Yes. How far of a run you got to go? Can I put a longer screw there? I could. What is the measurements on this? Let's see if I have one. It's 30. I don't have any 35s. Got a 40. Damn it. Washer got out of alignment. Digital Dragon. One moment, please. You are represented, sir. So this is my so we've got this one here and that one there. And then we got your maker chip up here as well. Is there a new version other than those two? They were the only two you had at Murph. I need to get stickers with my new logo on them. So I've got stickers with the very original Projects in Dad's Garage logo. Dun, dun, dun. But I need to get some with the new version on there. I don't think I've ever given these to anybody. My son has a couple, but I don't think I've ever given one to anybody. This thing now has epoxy all over the thing. So she gonna be fun to undo if I ever need to undo this thing. All right. That was a great idea on the longer screw. At first I was thinking that it was going to have interference with the stepper motor, but it doesn't. So that is a great idea. Good call on that. Here we go again with this top ship. This is the top one and not one in the middle. If anybody else has stickers or anything like that, logo stuff, maker chips, I have to make sure that we exchange them if we ever see each other. I'm over here right now printing off some new maker chips. I try not to. It's a last resort kind of thing. So I tried to like drill and tap it out. There just wasn't enough meat there to like confidently hold on to that. It's not like it's under a whole lot of stress or anything, but it could definitely vibrate out of there. All right, let's get rid of this epoxy before it ends up on something we don't want it on. You got to print more for Printopia? Yeah. I've got yours on here as well, 3D Medic Vince. No. You are right there, sir. There's Digital Dragons right next to yours. Didn't I see Tech Jeeper in here earlier? Because his is on here as well. Tech Jeeper, Digital Dragon, 3D Medic Vince. We've got 5 more slots available here, folks. Come visit the garage. Bring me your maker chip. I'll print another one of those if more than 5 of you come. Right. Let's get the other stepper motor. So this one goes there. Dun, 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 dun. Luke, next time you're on your way to KB3D, you have to stop by, sir. I'm right on the way. I need to just talk to somebody about getting some stickers printed out. The issue is I'm not a rich man. So those 100 stickers I paid $19 for. They're vinyl stickers. I think they're size of these. Like 2.5 inches or something like that. What are these? Yeah, 2.5 inch vinyl stickers. I like this size, and I paid $20 for 100 of them. And realistically, I don't think I'd ever use 100 of them ever. Unfortunately not. I do not have the funds to do that. Currently out of work on short-term disability, not getting any money for it while I am. They're supposed to give me money, but I haven't seen a dime of it yet. So I don't have the funds. It's not a bad drive. It's like 8 hours, but that puts it squarely out of the range of a day trip. So at that point, I'd need to get a hotel or something and pay for food and all that sort of stuff. I don't have it. Till all this happened, I was really trying to get it figured out so I could go for at least Saturday. Because working, I would start work back up on Sunday night. So I was trying to figure out some way to like drive out there Friday, like overnight on Friday, get there Saturday morning, spend the day there, like spend the morning, early afternoon, and then drive back, it would have been like a 20-some hour day or so with 16 hours of driving in that. But I've done it before. But now, I don't know. We got a big pile of trash to go out. 2, 4, 6, 7. So I burned 7 rolls of filament printing these holders for 10 kilogram spools. I stopped them early because this was at like 50%. I don't need something twice this thick. I don't need something that thick and 2 of them to hold a 5 kilogram spool. Especially not accidentally printed in 40% infill. JPP, how's it going? But yeah, this finished up 7 spools of PLA. So I've got some more room on my rack over there now. All right, so this one goes over here. This goes in the middle. We need to switch out this top one for an M3. So if any of y'all haven't been to a Rep Fest, I think all you guys have. But if you haven't, and you're able to, it is a really fun time. I'm hoping that by next year I can get myself a death racer together or a dragster, maybe one of each. Let the younger one run the death racer and I can run the dragster or something like that. That'd be cool. All right, there's our gantry setup. Let's get some screws. We need screws in here. We're not going to torque those down yet. We're just going to get them in there. I really would love to figure out a way to make it out to Rocky Mountain next year. I've always wanted to go out to Colorado. I think it would be a good time. Maybe take a week's vacation, take the family out there. See some other stuff while I'm out there. All right. I think we can safely take these off. Put them down there. Let's get these attached. Okay. That's not right. This definitely ain't that screw either. What goes in here? Seems like it's this. But that definitely ain't right. Hell? What freaking screw goes in there? Am I missing something? Oh, I am missing something. The belt thingamaboobers. All right. Get off of there. All right. We're going to do this the same way I did when I first built it. We're going to use zip ties to suspend this gantry. Yikes. Works a lot better if you have two people just for a moment to hold this crap. I hear a doggo. Good morning, Corgan. Hi, Faith. All right. There we go. It's suspended. All right. I'll be back in a minute. I'm going to run this dog out. While I do that, would you guys like to watch the Trident do Trident things? There you go. You guys keep an eye on this for me. I'm going to go run this dog out. I'll be right back. All right, we're back. While I was out there, I refreshed my coffee too. There we go. Oh, don't need these either. See if any of my packages are coming in today. It's always so exciting when packages are coming. Does UPS not work on the weekend at all? They're not coming today. I got 3 things that, well, 4, but 3 that I've got tracking numbers for, and they're not coming today. Looks like maybe the end of the week. One of those I really need so I can get started on a project. Okay. So, belt goes up, belt goes over, belt comes back down. Somehow I got these belts flip-flopped so that the part that was on the top is now on the bottom. So that's nice. All right. Two, 3. Why is that one different? That one is different. I've got 2 of those, 2 of those. 3 of these. Freak do we got going on here? 3 of these, 3 of these, 2 of these. Okay. None of this makes any freaking sense. 2, 3, 4 of these. I need one more of those. And I don't have it. Yay. Another one of those. Ah, here we go. Another one of those. What in the world did I print? All right, I say these go on the bottom. Your new headset's and out SD card is out for delivery. What kind of headset did you get? I have Fabrico sent me a flex plate to replace this one. So I've got that coming. I've got some filament coming, and I've got CNC front idlers coming from Vitali for the Trident. And then computer stuff at some point from Captain, I think. So you got Razer headsets. Oh, like gaming headsets? All right. There's that. This is the only one I put on there the right way, it seems. I should have paid more attention. I mean, it'll eventually work itself out, but I don't like that. 1 terabyte SD card. Ooh, what are you putting that in? "3D VR camera storage." Yeah, so that was my annoyance when we were playing the other day. My headset that I have for the Xbox has Bluetooth. It connects to the phone fine, but won't connect to the computer. Apparently, you need a an adapter dongle thing, or the PlayStation version actually connects to it via Bluetooth, which is annoying. All right, there's that. Now we bring this up and attach that. I do believe is these long boys. Yep, that's right. All right. Yeah, the option to use these ones wired don't even exist. They're Turtle Beach Stealth 700 Gen 2s. Yeah, I'm out here streaming. Nerf guns today.
You put the Nerf guns because I want to play with Fake today. Okay?
What do you mean?
So you build under. No. Daddy, keep this door shut, okay? Fake birds can come out.
If I keep that door shut, I'm gonna die out here because it's way too hot.
Fake keeps trying to come out. Don't want to open it. Okay? Okay? Okay, Daddy? Okay?
All right.
Okay?
Okay. All right. Goodness gracious.
It's so big.
Oh, I just unlocked it. Okay. Isn't Faith leaving?
Now we're playing with you.
I thought she was leaving with her uncle. Tell Mommy I took Corgi out already. Oh, let's take a look at what they got. What do you got? All right. Let's see. Razor Kari X. And then Razor Black Shark V2s. Nice. All right. Let's see here. But yeah, playing with without a decent headset really was crap. And I didn't want to turn like the speakers up on the desk either, because that would have been distracting for everybody to listen to my audio coming through. But speaking of which, all right, Captain, yeah, I'll send you. When is your stream today, sir? 6 p.m. Eastern time. What are you going to be doing on stream today? Gaming Challenge Day. What does that mean? So for all you that may not know, Captain has been streaming. Why is this not right? There we go. There. Now it refreshed. Every day, which take it from a guy who knows, is actually more difficult than it sounds. For supporting the Stand Up for Cancer charity drive. So if you have a chance, stop by, hang out in a stream, chat a little bit. Streams on Twitch and YouTube. Just show them some love, because even if you may not have any funds to donate, when people show up to a stream and there's people chatting in stream, it goes a long way to having other people stick around. And the more people stick around, the more likely it is that you end up with somebody that can donate a couple bucks. So, 4.5. Chat gives you a challenge in game. And you try to achieve the challenge. Okay. Yeah, see? Hang out and chat. Mess around with Captain. Give him some ridiculous challenges. The more ridiculous, the better. Like, I had to take yesterday off. Yeah, I can see that. It's a struggle. It's a struggle to stream every day. We're going to be streaming later today. Nice 4x6 workbench. So when I was at Lowe's. That's the name of the place. I was looking for the 2x4s. They had a 4x6 by 16 piece of lumber on the discount cart. And I would have got it, but it's pressure treated. And with the little dog having a tendency to chew on wood stuff right now, even though I do my best to make sure he doesn't chew on anything, I did not want him chewing on pressure treated lumber if for some reason he got out here and nobody was watching him. But it was a killer deal. Like I said, 4x6 by 16 piece of pressure treated lumber for $5. $100? Yeah, I would definitely jump on that. So we got 2 of our 4 corners installed. I need to take a momentary break. Oh. It's 11 o'clock and I forgot to take my meds this morning. So, yeah, so the plan for today is little one wants to build her Nerf blaster, so we'll be out here building Nerf blasters later today. So come by and check that out. The older one is going with mom to look for first day of school outfits. Talk to me or talk to Captain? Polymaker giveaways live on their Discord, guys. Go hit enter on that. Oh, you said Captain on there. Yeah, I'd be happy to help you out if you have anything that you want to do. Too bad we live so far away. What do we got? Forgot what I was doing. How come on... So, on Discord, when you're on PC, if you hit enter, it just sends the message. If you hit enter on the phone, it takes you down to another line. Is there a way to get to another line on PC? Page down doesn't work. The arrow key down doesn't work. Shift and enter. There we go. Thank you. Pyro, how's it going, sir? Welcome to the stream. All right, Captain. I sent you that DM. I could have sworn I tried shift and enter before. Pyro, we're taking a momentary break to give my back a little bit of a rest. It hurts when I sit down a lot. It hurts when I stand up a lot. Sometimes I just got to change between the two. You know what's surprisingly painful? Riding in a car. So when you're in a car and you're bouncing down the road, your body just kind of naturally keeps your head stable and in a full and upright position. but your body's kind of doing this really quick. And so your neck is constantly doing tiny little micro adjustments to keep your head straight up and down. And after about 30 minutes in the car, I've got such a bad headache and I am in so much freaking pain. Normally, if I like take a drive down to Columbus, you know, 45 minutes to an hour down, 45 minutes to an hour back up. By the time I get back, I'm done for the day. And a month ago, I drove from here the 3.5 hours out to Murph, was at Murph for the day, drove the 3.5 hours back home, got a couple hours of sleep, got in the car, drove 10 hours to New Jersey, was there for 3 days, got in the car, drove back here, was here for 2 days, got back in the car, drove 10 hours again back to New Jersey, was there for a week, driving back and forth to the shore every day, which was, you know, an hour there and an hour back to pick up my son and drop him back off. So I'd make that round trip twice a day normally. And then 10 hours back here. And I was okay. Now, a week later, I did that at work and just everything went downhill. It was like falling off a freaking cliff. I gotta go see a new spinal surgeon and a new neurologist. They're sending me to new ones of both of those. More MRIs. So it's starting to look like I may not even get back to work when I thought I was going to. Not that I want to go back there, but my bank account says I need to go back there. Yeah, getting older sucks, Pyro. It definitely sucks. So while we're waiting, there's a few of you in chat. There looks like there's a couple of you just lurking, which is fine. I appreciate y'all just the same. But if you haven't already, go down, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, join the Discord, all those fun things. Yeah, I hope so too, JPP. I hope so too. All right. Let's get back to it. I want to figure out how, so Killer Prince has a thing in his chat where it seems like the first time I say anything in his chat, in his channel, it like sends an automatic Stream Elements message for like subscribe to my channel. And I would like to set that up so that it does the same thing for all of you guys. Like whenever somebody that I know has a channel hops into the thing, there's a welcomer. I have to check that out. It like puts up a little thing, says, hey, go subscribe to, you know, Captain Kern's channel. Melissa, good morning. So I'm gonna figure that out. I need to take some time and work on some more streaming stuff, just to improve some things. But I noticed that the other day when he was streaming on yesterday morning, wasn't it? Yesterday morning he was streaming. I was just like, you know what? That's pretty freaking cool. I am kind of digging the like just blacked out look of all this. Just like No accent color, just murdered out. All right, so this goes this way. So this one goes there. Oh, the little one's at the door. Hold on 1 second, Zip. Yes.
Dude, you have to go, Patty, but when did Corgi go outside?
About an hour ago. Oh, I really miss them while they're on vacation. It'll do an audio shout out too, Captain. They're also working on software stuff for streaming this week, hoping to get things going good for both channels again. Yeah, I can't wait to see what you got going. I didn't know you ever did 3D printing streaming, JPP. So if you haven't, and you are not, JPP has a channel, Captain Kern has a channel. JPP does some game night streams on Saturday nights now. They were on Fridays, but they are now on Saturdays. So go check out his channel. Captain Kern does 3D printing content and some gaming stuff. Is an official partner with PUBG. So go check them out. And JPP is getting ready to start doing some 3D printing content again. I'm sure somewhere over there he has a link to his Discord where you can find some other type of YouTube content as well. If you are into the 2A community. And with the slow die off of the 2A community on YouTube, channels disappearing left and right, that kind of content's getting fewer and farther between. Prusa wire, nice. I don't have a Prusa, otherwise I'd be printing parts for one too. That thing looks awesome. I tried to at Murph, KBD 3D had one that he had sitting up there, said make him an offer. I offered to give him a maker chip for it, but alas, that was not an acceptable trade. I didn't hear, I was outside cleaning the swimming pool and stuff like that and listening to his stream, but yeah, I heard him say that he was going to be building the Prusa wire. You've been enjoying a lot of smaller streams and content creators lately? Getting back into 3D printing as a whole. Fixed your Mark III a couple months ago after years of sitting unused. Well, man, I'm glad you're back in the hobby. Welcome back. I've been doing the same thing. I still watch my my man Steve on Sundays as much as I can. A lot of times I'm getting dragged out of the house here on Sunday afternoons to do something. But I try to catch his stream whenever I can. And outside of that, I've mostly been watching a lot of the smaller content creators. One of the things I really like about being in a stream with the smaller content creators, and one of the things I like about being a smaller content creator, is that I can actually sit here and read everybody's messages in chat and talk to everybody. Being a larger content creator, when you've got, 300 people on your stream and 100 of those are chatting, it's really hard to keep up with everybody. It's really hard to respond to everybody. You would never get anything done if you did. And I like for this to be a chat amongst friends. It's like you guys are standing right here next to me and we're hanging out in my garage, working on printers, chatting about whatever. Steve is, but man, does he just keep chugging along. He doesn't do this like I do, where I take a 5-minute break, get distracted, go off, mess with something else, and now all of a sudden, even though Steve's the tortoise in the race and I'm the hare, he's gotten to the finish line first. I don't know. But I try to do things on this channel so that it's, it's fun to watch, right? It's not crappy audio, crappy video. Like, I try to keep it decent quality, but I also try to keep that very not a professional streamer, not a professional YouTuber vibe going. I don't want to be that. Yeah. I fight tendencies. Holy cow, what is going on up here? Did not rewind the white, and it did not rewind the black. I don't know what's going on. What's to do? the wheels on this last lane 4 keep backing off. I don't know why. That's causing it to get locked up. Huh. They might get a small application of super glue. All right, we need this. What I need? 4.5 inches of belt. That ain't even close. Let me get you over here to the right camera. Another screw out of here. Just double check this real quick. Yep, that ain't right. Let me loosen this up a bit. So I can get a little more slack on this. Loosen that up. Loosen this up. Ah, hell. All right. There we go. Let's see. 2 down, 1 to go. Oh, hold on 1 second. All right, I'm back. All right, let's get this one installed. I feel like we've made some real progress around here. We'll try to get this gantry installed. The XY part of it, anyway. That's what I mean. Morning, Smalls. Well, your hair's looking awfully crazy today.
Did you put my iPad on the couch?
Yeah,
Mommy yelled at me.
I handed it to you this morning. Yeah.
I don't remember
Say hello to everybody. Bearded Printer, how's it going today, sir? I know you've been designing a bunch of stuff on your stream and whatnot. I keep missing your streams, but in my Discord, if you want to share links and stuff to the projects and stuff, there's a designers channel in there that you should have access to be able to share links to that kind of stuff. Bearded Printer is another one. who does some streaming. If you haven't checked his stuff out, go check his stuff out. He's actually talented. He designs all sorts of cool, fun things. Recently, he's been doing giant mechanical pencils and no, not mechanical pencils, but giant pencils and giant pens. Jerry, how's it going, sir? Just a guy with a beard and a hobby. Feel that. A beard, a hobby, and talent. Talent I do not have.
I'm used to being able to sleep. I'm very, very mad.
What are you talking about? It's almost 11:30. It's almost lunchtime. What are you talking about? This is sleeping in, young lady.
No, it's not sleeping in for me.
Not a whole heck of a lot, JPP. We're installing the last of our belts for the Z-axis. Since 8:30.
Come out here and bother you.
Oh yeah, did you see the hair dye we got? Yeah, remember I called you and got you hair dye. Oh wait, the boxes don't like show the colors on them, do they? I think it's like charcoal or something. Yeah. It looked like an actual real hair color versus a I dyed my hair jet black color.
How much longer even we stream?
Petty wins all the giveaways. I have seen his name pop up on giveaways. I had a run of real good luck this week, man. I won Saturday. I won giveaway in Polymaker's Discord. I won a stream. I won a roll on Armored 3D printing stream, and I won a roll on Lee Marie's stream. I won 3 times in a week. I never win anything. We won a positron kit. Nice. Was that part of the fundraising thing? Get a lotto ticket? No. I wish, but no. I don't have $2 I can afford to throw away. Rather not push my luck. Be happy with what you have. And, you know. But you're gonna have to let me know how you like that positron. I've seen him in person up at KB3D, and then I saw a couple of them at Murph. They look pretty cool. Ah, nice. Let's go. There we go. Yeah, so all week, last week, and this week, Smalls it been doing fundraisers for Stand Up to Cancer charity. And Dave from 3D&T Printing said that if they raised $1,000, he would get his nipple pierced. Because his nickname is Sprinkle Nips. If he gets to 1,500, he's got to get both of them pierced. And if he gets to 2,000, he's got to let Jeremy do it from Lemery 3D stream. Jerry, you let winners choose a different person if they want? It does sound painful. Although in there, I guess there is technically no requirement for him to keep said piercing. So there is that. Yeah, I could see that being an issue, Melissa. The chair's over there. Right here's your chair. The folding one? I think they're inside, aren't they? No, that is your garage chair. I don't know why. I'm gonna make lunch here in a bit. You lowered your goal to 1K, hoping to hit it in the next 2 streams. I hope you do, man. I'll be there hanging out. Do you get a larger audience on YouTube or on Twitch normally, Captain? You have a pierced left ear, that's enough. I pierced my ear when I was in like 6th or 7th grade.
Who called you? Who just called? Is that deal for any middle of the school year still up? Who keeps calling?
I have no idea. I don't know. I was just saying that no part of that agreement did he have to keep it, which I think he should have to. Yeah, see, this thing keeps on. I'm gonna have to like take and drop some glue or something in there to keep that from coming undone. I don't know why it keeps doing that. Now I'm gonna have to stand here and babysit this stupid thing the whole time. Yeah.
Do you know when me and Mom are going to Mars?
Huh?
Me and Mom, when are we going to Mars?
I don't know. You guys are supposed to figure that out and let me know.
She was talking to me and I was saying, huh?
Yeah. Well, now that you're awake, why don't you go talk to her and figure that out?
Okay. Bye, Skippities.
Yeah, to each their own. And I think that's half of what makes it entertaining, Jerry. All right, now that they all have belts attached, we can cut these zip ties off. Yeah. Smalls, can you look behind the futon there and see if there's her small folding chairs back there?
She said we should go whenever you stop streaming. She said we have to wait until you stop streaming first. But you have to watch it.
I know, Zip's gonna be streaming with me. We're gonna do Nerf guns. All right.
So you're just gonna change streaming now?
No, here in a bit. I tell you what, give me another half hour. At noon, I'll come in, make lunch, and then we'll eat lunch, and then you guys can go to the store, and Zip and I will work on building Nerf guns. All right, stop yelling. Can you please help your sister get the chair out? Goodness gracious. You'll pierce your beard. Bearded printer, you need to get one of those, you got to get like a dermal piercing. Get like right here or something so that it shines through the beard when the light hits it just right. People across the room will be like, is his beard glittering? Raj, how's it going? Those piercings I hear really suck. So my sister-in-law, when I met her, had piercings like right here or somewhere up here. Well, I guess that depends on how much people donate, right, Bearded Printer? What is it? $10 for Christmas lights, $20 for a piercing? Is that how it's going? What do they say? $20 is $20, right? All right, now we'll get this screwed in. So, sure you all heard the plan. We're gonna call it here in about a half hour. I'm gonna go make lunch, and then we'll be back probably around an hour, hour and a half after that, building some Nerf blasters, me and my esteemed co-host. Yikes, that would not be fun. Sending you, Jerry. Have a good one, sir. Thanks for stopping by. All right. Starting to hurt my hand a little bit. Just some very dusty T-handles out. Holy cow. And the white one keeps coming off the freaking rollers. Or not unrolling at all. What is going on with this box turtle, man? Complaining about now. Dashboard. Toolhead run out detect by tool start. The upstream sensor still detect film. Settings. Sensors. Refresh. Nothing in the hub. Lane move. Lane 2. Lane 3. All right. I'll put this little guide thing on here for. That ain't gonna work. There's too much filament on there still. Zoom. What is it? Praxis WW30. I've not seen that before. All right. Now the box turtle's back doing something. Oh, I don't know. We'll go ahead and tighten these down. It's a small portal 3D printer. What do you mean portal 3D printer? There's one where the whole gantry rolls back and forth and the bed stays stationary. Learn something new every day. All right. Let's make sure this is nice and loose. Like a bed slinger, but instead of the bed moving, it's the gantry. So like a 2.4 or Trident or any Core XY. All right, we'll take a look at the link here in a second. I'll show you the other cool thing that's different about this 2.4 gantry. All right. So here's the cool thing about this one. So this gantry comes, this beam here is moved forward. Instead of being all the way in the back, then your drag chain is behind it. So that now behind your tool head, you got more room. So your CAN bus boards and whatnot aren't going to be hitting into your drag chain, because your drag chain's all the way at the back of the printer versus the extrusion being all the way at the back of the printer. So that's the same way it is in the Micron R1. So you got that, and then like I said earlier, you can put a flanged bearing in here, and then 3 little flathead screws to retain that bearing to add stability for the top of your motor shaft if your shaft comes up high enough. So I had to add retainers to the top of this. It's a part that actually holds the bearing, and then that screws on. This has it built right in. All right, let's go check out this printer. Oh, I did see this in a thumbnail on somebody's video. It's like a tiny V0.
People are always asking me where I get the inspiration for my inventions, and it can be the tiniest little thing
I started
that
watching
sends me
his
on a
video.
tangent
I
to be
never
like,
got to finish
that
it
is
though.
the next thing I want to build, and there's no if, ands, or buts about it. It might be something I hear on a podcast. It could be just a random meme I see on the internet, or just like in the real.
We've got the, what was this? The frame assembly. We've got the frame assembly put together. It's feeling pretty sturdy. I don't think anything's going to come apart on it.
Puts me in mind of one of those little toy box
you did
3D
that wrong.
printers.
But look at this mess of cables back here. This took me a little bit longer than...
It's mounted on rails and it's using wire. Okay. The switch wire was originally supposed to work like that with wire.
Can I ask for anything more than this?
That's pretty cool. Yeah, it reminds me of those toy box printers that you see advertised every year around Christmas time. You get this and your kid can make their own toys. It actually does look like it's Core XY though. So that's a pretty sweet little invention. My daughter's left her phone out here. You just got access to all the files? Sweet. So, yes. So we're going to get ready to call it here. If you haven't got a chance, I do not have a Delta printer. I've never had one. I would like to play with one. They're super cool looking and fun to watch. It's just not something I would, if I was going to go spend my money on a printer, that would not be the one that I would buy. So yeah. So I have no experience with it. We're going to take a break. I'm going to go make lunch. And then me and the little one will be back building some Nerf blasters. So if you're around a little bit later and you want to come hang out while we build some Nerf blasters and have some fun with that, please come back, hang out. If you're not in the Discord, feel free to join the Discord. Like the stream, links in the description if you'd like to support the channel. Polymaker affiliate link. All the PPS-CF filament for building this gantry was sponsored by Polymaker. Appreciate them for that. It's a really sweet filament. But they've got that and just about anything else you could ever possibly want or need for your 3D printing adventures as far as filament goes. So check them out and use the affiliate link in the description. I don't know how much they give you for if people use your affiliate link. Yeah. But anyway, thanks for hanging out, y'all. And we'll see you later.